All right, Joseph, we've done a couple segments here, and if I'm correct, you started out being a barrister of law because you wanted to help people.
That is correct.
And what I'm hearing is that incident with your father's business when everybody wanted money from him and he was in the hospital kind of made you want to prove yourself to everybody that you were better than they were.
Yes.
I said, and I sort of see you fighting with the way a lot of people are even today. That even when we're talking about your failure in the last segment, you were still dealing with how people treat each other.
Yes.
They pretty much treated you like a commodity instead of a human being. And it's often said that everybody loves you when you're successful, and you find out who your real friends are when you're a failure. And you found out pretty quick who were your friends. So tell me, how did you work through this, dealing with this way you felt about people?
Well, in the last segment, Lynn, and thank you for that question, the last segment, I talked about the shock of losing everything. And when everything is kind of up there, the shock is greater because you no longer have the following. You no longer have the ability to buy and sell the things that you want. You no longer have the admiration of people. You no longer get invited to dinner parties and so on and so forth. So consequently, that was shock number one. And then the second shock was to realize that people really don't care, and we talked about that last time. But the reality is that I had nothing to cling to. I had myself, and myself had then been stripped of everything that I thought was worthwhile. And once all the goodies had gone, and all the toys had gone, and all the admiration had gone from the world at large, I realized that there was something else going on. There was something more to life than just making money. Now, a lot of people would disagree with me. I would have disagreed with me going back years ago. But the fact remains is that when you don't have people's admiration or love, when you don't have anything to hold on to, when you don't have the ability to do the things that you're used to doing, life is empty and life becomes unbearable because you feel like a failure. And in fact, I was a failure in the eyes of the world, and I don't dispute that. And then, and we're not talking about it today, with the innumerable problems and troubles that followed me. The press who had described me as Midas were now describing me in the worst possible way, and people ignoring us. And I remember one time we were walking along the street, Valerie and I remember a cousin of hers was walking towards us on the same side of the street, and the cousin walked onto the other side of the road, and how upset Valerie was. And we got over it because that's the way the world is, and you kind of adapt yourself and you adjust to being the way the world is. So there are lots of disappointments in life. And what I'd like to do, if you allow me to continue this thought in the next segment, I'd like to talk about what it is you can hold on to. Because from the top of the mountain, as I said before, I was only a foot away from hell. And what is hell? Hell is being despised by people or hated by people. And I want to show that there is something beautiful that you can bring into your life, something important, and above all, unlike the things of this world, something that is lasting. And that which is lasting is our relationship with God. And if I may, I'll talk about that next time. And so far as today is concerned, I want to tell you what a privilege it is to work with you, Lynn, and to be able to share my experiences with people, whoever they may be, and to let them know that life is worth living, whether you've got the things that you want or not. Material things are just stuff, and I lost all my stuff, and I'll tell you more about things next time we meet. Thank you.